Welcome once again to Generation Next Pro Wrestling. My name is Aaron Grider, and I am with my co-host,
The Huff.
And what better way, what better partner for Noah to learn from than Christopher Michael Lotus?
The 19-year veteran that you have reminded us about so many times.
But it's a fact. He is a 19-year veteran. And Noah Gabriel insisted that he start the match. So we will see how that works out for Noah.
Absolutely. You know, I think Lotus does do some coaching and some training. So it'll be interesting to see how he coaches and works with Noah throughout the match. And whereas DC and Kimba are just, they're hungry to hurt somebody and to get a win.
And we've got a jam-packed night of action. We've got women's division action going on tonight as your best friend, Charlie Cruel, is going to go one-on-one with Paige. That ought to be an interesting encounter, to say the least.
Absolutely. You know, I like Charlie. I don't know that she's as much of a friend to me as my Buzz, the box office blondes. But I like Charlie. There's just that thing about her that makes you go,
And speaking of your buddies, the box office blondes, they are in a huge main event tonight, as it's going to be the box office blondes teaming up with the tough Brawler Morrison as they take on the very formidable team of Victor Vargas, Zodiac, and a mystery partner. We don't know who it is. It could be anybody.
You cannot tell me that Victor Vargas and Zodiac have friends. I mean, Victor Vargas lives in some cabin with no electricity, no running water. He's taking baths in a cow pond. And Zodiac, who knows what cellar he climbed out of. You're trying to tell me that they were able to find somebody to be their mystery partner? I don't see it. I don't see it, Aaron.
Well, that'll be quite interesting. I'm very curious to see who they've got. But right now, the Native Sons trying to take control, but they're having some trouble here in the early going.
That nice little backslide
Absolutely.
He did.
A beautiful sunset.
You do not want to get in a technical battle with Christopher Michael Lotus. You will lose every time.
And he has shown that he can be technical with the best of them.
Absolutely. And it looks like we might have a nice little team here between him and Noah Gabriel.
They are definitely working well together. I'm not sure the Native Sons really expected this, because this, to my knowledge, this is the first time that Noah and Lotus have teamed together. I know it's the first time in Gen Next Wrestling that they have teamed together. So this is quite an interesting team that they're having some good fortune.
Absolutely. And if you want to learn more about Gen Next Wrestling, make sure you go and you catch us on Twitter at Gen Next Pro, or follow us and like us on Generation Next Pro Wrestling on Facebook. You can catch these shows, and you can catch all the main announcements.
And Noah tried to go for a pin on Kimbo, but he didn't see the tag, and he got tagged with a boot from Big DC, and now the momentum has shifted.
Absolutely.
And now we have talked about the main event, we've talked about the women's division match, but one thing that I personally am looking forward to, Nasty Nate Gnarly gets his revenge, gets his hands on Aryan Washington and Tommy Benjamin tonight. It's Aryan Washington with Tommy Benjamin in his corner against Nasty Nate Gnarly.
Well, we're going to see if Nasty Nate is what he thinks he is when he squares up with Aryan Washington.
And the Native Sons, come on, ref, there's a mugging going on behind you.
This is Christopher Lotus's fault. He is bothering the referee. He is in the ring when he's not supposed to. If he would just stay in his corner, this wouldn't be a problem, Aaron. Come on now.
Well, maybe if the Native Sons weren't double teaming, he wouldn't have to get in the ring to make the ref aware of it.
Uh-oh. This could be bad, Aaron. Oh!
Crush Noah in the corner. Oh, for a big slap. What a thunderous slam that was.
See, that's what they need to get back to. Native Sons need to get back to what they do best, allowing him to be the power and the flash over there on the ring apron.
We got Kim over there on the apron. He's very much the flash of the group. DC is the big, strong, tough guy, the big man, so to speak. And he is working over Noah Gabriel, and this pace has slowed down to the Native Sons' advantage.
Absolutely. And you know, Aaron, we were talking the last time. I saw DC back in the locker room.
Yes.
And he still had this mean scowl on his face. No smile, no nothing. It sort of scared me for a second there, Aaron.
I don't think I've seen DC smile. I don't know if he's capable of that emotion, I don't know if he's capable of happiness and smiling. And in fairness, though, he hasn't had much to smile about.
This is true. Cheap shot brings in Christopher Michael Lotus.
And the Native Sons once again taking it to their full advantage.
Lotus is extremely upset over there in his corner.
And I get Lotus's frustration, but as you said earlier, he does have to control that emotion. Because right now, his partner is getting worked.
Absolutely. And he's doing him no service by continuing to allowing his frustrations to bring him into the ring.
Kimba getting tagged in, but the big man DC has done quite a bit of damage. So Kimba is more than happy to come in and try to take control. Noah's, oh, can he get to Lotus? Oh! Beautiful Inseguri. Now he got to Lotus.
Hot tag. Here comes in Lotus.
Oh!
Lotus knocks the big man off of the corner. Stomps him down. This is what Lotus has been waiting for.
Yeah, Lotus has all the momentum right. Wait a minute.
Oh, Mickey Midas.
What is he doing out here? He is not involved in this.
He has been a thorn in the side of some of these veterans of Generation Next.
And he's got potential Lotus, and that allowed the Native Sons to take advantage. But what is Mickey Midas doing out here? He has no business being in this match. Hey, wait a minute. He just grabbed and pulled Noah off the apron. What is he doing? He just threw Noah Gabriel into the ring post. He has no business out here.
Aaron, why are you so worried on what's going on outside of the ring? We are supposed to be worried about what's in the middle of the ring. And what we see is Noah Gabriel's down on the floor, and Lotus is getting everything he can ask for from the big man.
What a punch.
1, 2.
No.
Oh my goodness.
2. He kicked out. Lotus showing his toughness.
I don't know that Lotus can handle these two guys, though. That might be more than he bargained for.
Noah Gabriel has not moved. He has not moved on the outside.
1,
Kim caught it.
2.
No! But Lotus showing that heart.
Where is this coming from?
I don't know, but Kim and DC are not happy.
They do need to keep their focus, though.
Absolutely. Oh!
Oh my
He
goodness!
speared his partner. DC just speared his partner.
He's that nice roll up by Lotus. 1, 2,
He got it!
Lotus with an amazing victory, rolling up DC after DC speared Kimba straight out of the ring.
A miscommunication leads to a victory for Christopher Michael Lotus and Noah Gabriel. Stay tuned, fans. We got plenty more action to come on Generation
Another
Next.
loss.
My path is clear. I am done with Charlie Cruel. I am done because my path is clear for Selena Dean. Selena Dean.
Nobody talks about Selena.
Welcome back to Generation X Pro Wrestling. I'm Aaron Grider, and I just want to get an update because we know, Paige, that you are good friends with Big Mama. So we are hoping that you give us an update on her medical condition.
Sure, Aaron. She's sore. You can imagine. She's hurting. Her spirits are a little down, but pay that no mind because I don't know who the crazy lady is that wants to come in and jump everybody from behind because of Selena's. But I'm gonna tell you something. When Big Mama comes back, Aaron, there's hell to pay, and I'm not gonna be a part of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned to Generation X Pro Wrestling. Coming up next, Paige Jones in action.
Aaron, we're back here at Generation Next Pro Wrestling, here for some wonderful women's action. This should be quite interesting of a matchup here.
Absolutely. Coming out first, we've got, I'll call her different, Charlie Cruel, who we saw not too long ago on Generation X Pro Wrestling. We've got Paige Jones coming to the ring. And Charlie Cruel is still playing patty cake with a mask.
I mean, she might want to start getting her focus ready because Paige is someone to not take lightly.
They both want to establish their dominance in the women's division here at Generation X, and we're bringing in fresh talent from all over the country. So obviously we want to make sure we've got the best female talent we can, and this ought to be quite interesting.
You know, Paige doesn't have the same anger for Charlie that Big Mama did due to all the Selena Dean drama. So we might see Charlie get an absolute chance to show what she can do.
Which, is Selena still on vacation? Like, can you vote?
I am not allowed to comment on Selena's whereabouts.
How convenient. And don't forget, we are well on our way. We are on the road to our first ever internet pay-per-view resurgence. And we will continue to give you more information on that in the coming weeks. But right now, we've got Paige taking it to Charlie Cruel.
You know, Paige has been around wrestling for a long time.
Yes. She's
She's not been in the ring as long, but she's been around it. She's sort of a student of the game, as they might say.
Yeah, she's definitely. Oh, she got caught, but she got caught coming in the corner.
Nice move. She was coming in too slow.
Charlie asked if she wanted to play with her, and now stopping her down in the corner.
She does know how to count. I will agree with that, Aaron. She is a very good counter, at least to 10.
I'm speechless sometimes when it comes to Charlie Cole and her tactics, but they do manage to work.
They do. I have to agree with you.
They are unorthodox is probably the best way I could describe her style.
Absolutely, Aaron.
And she caught her with a clothesline. Looks like a nice neck breaker.
Nice neck breaker.
Could that be
Charlie Cruel rolls her up. 1, 2, kicks out from Paige.
Paige, get that shoulder up.
Oh, that sort of hurt up here in the booth, Aaron.
I don't think she was thrilled about that
I
count.
don't think so either.
Oh, she blocked. Oh!
Goodness.
You do not want to trade strikes with Paige. I can tell you that.
Fans, if you like what you see here, make sure you go and you follow us on Facebook, Generation Next Pro Wrestling. We will give you all the updates about upcoming shows. Spear by Paige.
And the spear gets the win, and Charlie Cruel is out of it as Paige Jones gets the win here at Generation Next Pro Wrestling. Stay tuned, fans. We got plenty of more action. Going to break, but Paige Jones just got laid out. Who is that?
Amy DeRossi. That is Amy DeRossi. She is making a point to some of these women that she is ready to take over the division.
For the last 20 years, I've dedicated my life to professional wrestling to get where I am today. For the last 5, I have shaped and molded professional wrestlers all over the country. And that is exactly what I'm doing in Cynthiana, Kentucky at Legends Pro Wrestling Academy, 101 Hingston. What took me 20 years to achieve has become my goal to make a fraction of the time for your success. Email me now, legendsprowrestlingacademy@gmail.com. Send that message, make that dream a reality. Let's knock out the wrestling business together today.
Failures. Just failures. Man, what's up with this, DC?
Hey guys, aren't you all tired of being losers?
Losers?
Hey, hold on, I got a problem. Look here, there ain't no problem that money can't fix.
Coming May 1st, GNPW Generation Next Pro Wrestling proudly presents their very first Patreon internet pay-per-view event, Resurgence. Join the next generation of pro wrestling as GNPW takes over pay-per-view. More information on this event coming soon. Be sure to keep up with GNPW on social media. It's Generation Next Pro Wrestling on Facebook and at GNextPro on Twitter.
Bell is sounded and we're off to the races. And I wouldn't expect anything less. Nasty Nate Gnarly coming in with a purpose.
On fire.
He has been wanting this match ever since Ignition, ever since he got laid out. But he got caught. If you're Nate Gnarly, the one thing you can't do, you can't let emotion.
No. That's what I was saying. He has to find a way to ignore the outside distraction and focus on what he knows best, and that's how to wrestle in that ring.
Absolutely. But Nate came out with that fire. He came out immediately, and then Aryan Washington cut him down, and now he's slowed down the pace, and Nate trying to fire back.
Those strikes are just so powerful, though, Aaron.
Absolutely, yeah. And like you said, Aryan Washington, he's a big man. He's big. He's got a mean streak. He doesn't care if he hurts people.
No, not even a little bit.
He's here to get paid. Oh!
I thought he was going to break the turnbuckles with that. I saw earlier Aryan was upstairs and Victor Vargas went over to offer him some rabbit or squirrel, and the look that Aryan gave him knocked him down 3 steps. It was absolutely scary, Aaron.
Well, as I said earlier, Aryan does not associate with the other wrestlers. He does not want to be around them. So when they approach him, he just gives them a look. And Tommy Benjamin, he brings him in, he does a job, and he leaves. And right now, Nate Gnarly is
he missed that one.
Nate Gnarly was out. I was going to say Nate Gnarly was in big trouble, but he moved. He moved again. He's got to use that speed. That's his ally.
That's the only way. And he's got to strike often.
Oh, he got caught though. Oh! Just
he's got to use his speeds and strikes, Aaron.
Absolutely.
The more he continues to try to change things up.
Oh, he missed a big splash. Aryan Washington missed a big splash. And Tommy Benjamin is not happy, I'm sure. On the outside, he's worried about his newest investment.
Now, what do you do if you're Tommy Benjamin and you've spent all this money on Aryan Washington and he doesn't able to pull this off? What do you do if you're Tommy Benjamin?
But let's face it, Aryan Washington is his mercenary. He's his hired gun. He's the guy he brought in to take care of Nate Gnarly. He put all his eggs in one basket, so to speak.
Absolutely.
for it. Oh, he got reversed. Here comes Aryan again. Oh, he got caught.
Nice boot. Up to that second rope.
Here comes Nate. Caught him right off the ropes.
Caught him right under the chin. That was a nice shot.
But
he's got to get back to it. I know he wants to get that adrenaline going, but he can't take a second.
Oh, fired right into him.
Baseball slide, punches him right in the jaw.
Nice, off the outside. What?
Elbow drop good too.
Not enough. We've seen Nate put some people away with that in the past, but not this time. Aryan Washington is a tough, tough man. But Tommy Benjamin's got to be sweating a little bit at ringside.
I was saying, oh.
Whoa. What's he doing? That distraction, he grabbed the foot of Nate Gnarly, and now Aryan Washington is on the ropes because that gave him time to recover.
I knew Tommy Benjamin was going to be your deciding factor. Scotty Bullock doesn't do anything about it. I think that suplex just ended Nate's career. Oh my goodness.
But he kicked out. Nate showing that toughness.
As we're still here watching the action, I was saying earlier, catch us on Facebook if you're liking this action. Generation Next Pro Wrestling. Share these videos. Like our page.
Could that be it? Now Tommy's on. That's twice now. That is twice now that Tommy Benjamin has stuck his nose in this match. Wait a minute.
Oh, here come the Native Sons.
What are they doing out here? They don't have any.
The Native Sons are not happy.
They don't have any business out here. This doesn't.
Could they be a purchase? Could they be a purchase? Could all three of these men be part of Tommy Benjamin?
Don't tell me.
If that is the case, Aaron,
don't tell me.
They could be in for lots of trouble.
Oh, he's paying them off. He's paying them off. What does this mean? Oh, we got more trouble. Oh, wait a minute. And Tommy Benjamin and his crew dipping out of the ring as Kelly Craven and Jacob Torrance
coming out to help out Nate Gnarly.
And we will be back here in just a little bit with more Gen Next Pro action as we try to sort all of this out.
Welcome to the Generation Next Pro Wrestling Control Center. I am Aaron Grider. Standing next to me is my co-host, Mr. Hot Air himself, The Huff.
You have a lot of room to talk, Aaron Grider. Let's tell them why we're here.
We are here because coming to you May the 1st on Patreon for the first time ever in Generation Next Pro Wrestling history, it's our internet pay-per-view Resurgence.
For $5.99, you're going to get the pay-per-view, and we're going to be adding a lot more content as time comes near.
Absolutely, and be sure to be tuned to our social media. Follow us on Twitter at Gen Next Pro and on Facebook
at Generation Next Pro Wrestling.
Stay tuned and be sure to check us out on Patreon for Resurgence.
All right, welcome back to Generation Next Pro Wrestling, and it is main event time, ladies and gentlemen. What I want to know, who's the third man? Who's the mystery?
Let's see here. They're looking back.
They got somebody, but who is it? What is it? I know this music.
Yes.
I know this music. Are you?
They're really excited about this. It cannot be who I think it is.
If this is who I think it is, this can't be it.
I will scream foul.
Oh my God! It's Big Cuz! Are you kidding me?
This is unacceptable!
It is Big Cuz! Here we go, our huge six-man tag team main event.
Huge is an understatement. You've got Rex on one side and Big Cuz on the other.
Absolutely. You've got the box office blondes, your buddies.
Absolutely.
As their team with Brawler Morrison against Victor Vargas, Zodiac, and yes, don't adjust your screens, don't adjust your phones. That is Big Cuz, ladies and gentlemen.
The only adjustment was the cameras had to zoom out a little bit to get these huge monsters on the same shot.
We literally had not seen Big Cuz. We both were backstage earlier today. We tried to get to Zodiac. We tried to get to Vargas, tried to find out who the third person was, and they wouldn't tell us, and now we know why.
Wow, I'm still just in shock.
But now we got to see, most importantly, who can function as a team. Because while you may be three great individual wrestlers, we know that the box office blondes are on the same page.
Absolutely.
We don't know if they're going to be on the same page with Brawler Morrison, but they are on the same page together.
The scary part's going to be if Brawler and Victor get in here at the same time. Are their partners going to be able to do anything about it?
It is. I don't know if those two get a hold of each other. We might need more security. We might need some security. Because we've seen, like you said, they've not used a single wrestling hold. They just fight.
And I'm trying to figure out, one of the last times I saw Big Cuz, he was sort of friends with the box office blondes. He sort of, for lack of other words, he hung out with us bad guys in the back. I don't understand him being out here with Zodiac and Victor Vargas.
Well, from what little I have heard, and again, it has all been rumors and speculation. A lot of people aren't sure exactly, but Big Cuz took a hiatus. He took time away, and a lot of people didn't know where he was. Some of his closest friends didn't know where he was. And now he's back with a new attitude. It looks like he's slimmed down. It looks like he looks in great shape.
I bet you he has spent some time doing some DDP yoga and hanging out with Dr. Phil. Look at him over there. He is not the same Big Cuz the way.
He got his mind right. He got in the right mental state where he needed to be. And now he's back. And there may not have been a better partner for Victor Vargas and Zodiac to find than Big Cuz. And they are taking it to Adam Swayze.
Absolutely.
He stopped on the foot.
Oh, here
we go.
This is what we were talking about.
Oh, and they're just trading blows.
We said earlier there would not be any wrestling when these two met up.
No, this is a fight. Just firing shot after shot.
He's landing those rights, one after another.
And you know Vargas has been wanting his shot at Brawler Morrison ever since Ignition, ever since Brawler Morrison helped Adam Swayze steal, yes I said steal, the Gen X Cup. The Gen X Cup from Vargas. That should be in Victor Vargas' trophy case. That one should be his. But because of Brawler Morrison, Victor Vargas is not the Gen X Cup.
That's right. Adam Swayze is the owner of the Gen X Cup, rightfully so.
Oh, Rex going right after Big Cuz. Oh, good luck.
Apparently all that therapy didn't calm him down enough there, Aaron.
He's got to keep, and Big Cuz is trying to get in the ring, but he is distracting the referee in the process. And they are working over Victor Vargas in the corner.
Look at Victor broken down in that corner.
And we all know that the box office blondes will take advantage of every opportunity. And here comes the big man.
Advantage. It's taking advantages. There's nothing wrong with that in this world, Aaron. Adams coming over the corner, taunting Big Cuz. I don't know that that's a smart idea. I'm looking forward to seeing if Rex and Big Cuz enter that ring together. I don't know that the Generation Next ring can hold those two, Aaron.
Yeah, they are two very, very, very large men. You are not going to pin Victor Vargas that way.
No, that was a little bit questionable from Rex.
And now Adam Swayze trying to pick up where his partner left off. Really? What?
He didn't like the way that felt.
We are not on a
Take two from the box office blog.
We're not on a movie set. There is no take two.
2, 3. Oh my goodness!
Vargas getting his shoulder up. Brawler Morrison there on the apron saying that Vargas is done, but he looks like he's got some. Now he's just choking him.
He's got a 5 count, Aaron. You said it earlier. They get a count of 5. Do you have a problem with Adam taking advantage of the 5 count? But if it was Victor, you wouldn't.
It would be nice if he showed some sportsmanship instead of choking the guy on the throat and trying to use every dirty trick. Like, look at this right now, choking him on the ropes. And now there's Brawler Morrison right behind the ref.
Great tag team work. I was not expecting Brawler and the Box Office Blondes to work so well together.
And Zodiac also was trying to get in the ring and get to his partner.
I have to say, I'm quite impressed the way Brawler is working with these guys.
It's definitely a contrast in styles, but they do, like you said, they do seem to be working together. Victor's got to get out of that corner. Oh, here he goes. Oh,
here he comes.
He tagged the big man. Here we go. Big Cuz is Generation Next.
Yes, he is, and he is getting rid of anything in his way.
And he is firing up, going right after Rex, hitting everything in sight. Oh, what a running ball. Another one. Oh, he sends Brawler into Rex.
Oh!
Crushes him in the corner. Big Cuz is on top.
Look over here on the side. We've got Vargas and Brawler going at it.
Wait a minute, Swayze in the ring. He just low blow Cuz.
I think he punched him in the midsection.
Are you kidding me?
He punched him in the midsection, got the air knocked out of him.
It was a low blow. He drove the forearm right between his legs. It was a low blow, clear as day. We got Vargas and Morrison fighting on the outside. Rex and Zodiac.
Oh my goodness! 7 feet up, he drops him. 1.
That's
oh my goodness!
What a main event!
Big Cuz returns. It looks like, I think his tape says the Kentucky Revenge Tour, and he just started it tonight.
Oh, he's got the cup.
He was not allowed to be part of that.
No, he was not. He's looking at that cup almost with like a gleam. And you're right. He was not able to be part of that. doing out here? He has no business being in this match. Hey, wait a minute. He just grabbed and pulled Noah off the apron. What is he doing? Yeah, this is definitely, like you said, contrasting philosophies. And I'm very interested to see how this all plays out.
Now there's a lot of frustration, I think, between these two. Mickey Midas came out and put Noah Gabriel on the floor.
He came out in a match that he had no business being a part of. He wasn't scheduled to be here, and yet he comes out, he drags Noah, throws Noah into a ring post. Now, luckily for Noah's team, Christopher Michael Lotus was able to overcome the odds against the Native Sons.
Christopher Michael Lotus got lucky. Period. He got lucky. Noah Gabriel was out cold on the floor. And you say that Mickey Midas had no right being out here. Mickey Midas is a young man that is trying to make a name for himself by all means possible.
But you say you got lucky, but aren't you the one who always says that it doesn't matter how you win, just that you win, that you get the wins? And
let's not talk about that, Aaron. Let's talk about the match that we've got right here in front of us.
How convenient for you. How convenient for you. And Noah Gabriel controlling the early stages of this battle. And folks, we have a huge show coming up tonight. We've got Giants Collide. I know I can't wait for this one. We got the co-star, your buddy.
Absolutely.
My buddy Rex. He's going to go one-on-one with Big Cuz.
The 7-foot giant, Big Cuz.
And not only that,
oh my!
And you know who's got to be shaking in his boots at watching that match very closely? Your other buddy, Adam Swayze.
Hollywood.
Because
Adam Swayze.
if Big Cuz wins that match, he gets a shot at Adam Swayze at Resurgence.
Talking about Resurgence, May 1st on Patreon. We now have the date for you, May 1st.
Yep.
Resurgence.
Word has come down. You will be able to catch that May 1st on Patreon. It will be our first ever internet pay-per-view, Resurgence.
Keep following us on Twitter and on Facebook for more and more details as they come available to us.
Yep, Twitter at GenNextPro, Facebook Generation Next Pro Wrestling. Follow us, share our videos. Make sure everyone knows why Generation Next Pro Wrestling is the promotion to watch here in Kentucky. And Mickey Midas up to his usual tricks, choking Noah in the corner. I'm sure you approve of that, probably.
He gets a 5 count, Aaron. He gets a 5 count. Elbow strikes being shared between the two guys. I don't know. Aaron's a little bit bigger guy. I don't know that I'd want to just continue to share strikes. Yeah, but it looks like Mickey might have gotten that speed in there and taken advantage.
Nice back elbow by Mickey on the Noah. Now that's not going to get it done. I don't care who your opponent is. You can't go for a cocky pin like that where you're not having the shoulders down, where you're not putting your body weight on an opponent. I'm sure you probably love that pin.
You know, there's part of me that does, but then there's part of me that has to agree with you at the end of the day, Aaron. When you're trying to make yourself as a young guy, you got to get that victory before you can showboat.
That was a nice cross body, and both guys are down now.
He might have knocked the air out of Mickey Midas.
I think he did. I think Noah might have hurt himself a little bit because that was a very high impact maneuver there. As we've said before, both young guys, Noah respects the past, had his dream of always being a wrestler, whereas Mickey take any shortcut, any way to get to the top that he possibly can. So two different philosophies.
Oh, what a shot. You just missed that shot. Oh my goodness. all of his body weight down on him, but Mickey had nothing to do with it. Right back to his feet.
Yep, here comes Noah. Oh, he got caught coming in. What? Roll him up. Hey, ref! He's got the tights! Come on!
3 counts! 3 counts! Mickey Midas with a huge win!
And I'm sure you're not even gonna pay attention to the tights, right?
He rolled him up to a victory. What are you talking about?
Mickey Midas steals the victory.
Mickey Midas gets the victory.
We'll be back with more action at Generation Next Pro Wrestling.
Amy DeRossi. That is Amy DeRossi. She is making a point to some of these women that she is ready to take over the division.
Generation Next Pro Wrestling GNPW returns to Cynthiana, Kentucky, Saturday, June the 5th for Never Say Die. 104 East Pleasant Street in Cynthiana, Kentucky. The Cynthiana City Hall Gym. Bell time is at 6:30 with pre-match action to start at 6 p.m. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit the Generation Next Pro Wrestling Facebook page or follow them on Twitter at GNextPro. 104 East Pleasant Street, Saturday, June the 5th. We'll see you there for Never Say Die.
GNPW, I am a woman of my word. You didn't have to jump me from behind. Because you know what? If you wanted me so bad, all you had to do was ask. So how about you get your butt out here and you answer for what you did? I am sick and tired. You wanna go? You wanna go? You wanna go? I'm ready to go. How long do you wanna go?
Our time.
Come on, baby. Come on.
On our time.
We even it up, baby. Come on. We even it. Come on.
Our time.
Keep it up.
For the last 20 years, I've dedicated my life to professional wrestling to get where I am today. For the last 5, I have shaped and molded professional wrestlers all over the country. And that is exactly what I'm doing in Cynthiana, Kentucky at Legends Pro Wrestling Academy, 101 Hingston. What took me 20 years to achieve has become my goal to make a fraction of the time for your success. Email me now, legendsprowrestlingacademy@gmail.com. Send that message, make that dream a reality. Let's knock out the wrestling business together today.
whatever he did, whatever he worked on in that time, he's come back somehow bigger, stronger, and better than I have ever seen him.
He is focused every bit of that anger and adrenaline, and he's got it so focused in.
And keep in mind, we'll reiterate it one more time, if Big Cuz wins, he gets to go one-on-one with Hollywood Adam Swayze at Resurgence on Patreon May the 1st.
You know, you say you wouldn't want to stand across from him, and there's probably only one way I would ever want to stand across the ring from Big Cuz, and that is if I was Rex.
Rex is also a very, very powerful big man, and look, these guys are at a stalemate because of the power. Oh, what a shot!
Don't think it phased him much.
It didn't. Rex asking for one. That was a good. Here we go. Look at this guy.
These guys are just trading off. These are like two big redwood trees throwing branches at each other.
Does give the advantage though. He's got Rex reeling. Oh no, he's over. No,
he got caught. Huge sidewalk slam. Kicks out at one.
What is going? What
is going on under the ring, Aaron?
There is like, and Rex got his attention. There is like a smoke or.
What is going on over here?
Oh my God! That's Zodiac! That's Zodiac! Rex is frozen in place. That is Zodiac.
He was not expecting to see out of fall from under the ring. Oh my God!
Cuz right in the Cuz. He's got him!
Oh my God!
Choke slam! Choke slam! 1, 2, he got him! He got him! And Big
Cuz nails him! And where did Zodiac go?
He's gone! But most importantly, Big Cuz gets Hollywood Adam Swayze one-on-one at Resurgence, and here
comes my guy, Adam Swayze, busting him in the back.
And it doesn't faze him a bit. That might have been a mistake.
Oh, get out of there, Adam! Get out of there, Adam! Come on! Come on, Hollywood! Get out of the ring!
Woo. But he will not be able to run. One-on-one, Big Cuz versus Swayze at Resurgence. We'll be right back.
Coming May 1st, GNPW Generation Next Pro Wrestling proudly presents their very first Patreon Internet Pay-Per-View event, Resurgence. Join the next generation of pro wrestling as GNPW takes over pay-per-view. More information on this event coming soon. Be sure to keep up with GNPW on social media. It's Generation Next Pro Wrestling on Facebook and at GNextPro on Twitter.
Oh my, it's all come together. My corporation, my conglomerate, Benjamin Enterprises. This right here is what money can buy. You got the Native Sons, you got Kimba, you got DC, and more importantly, you got Aryan, Washington. Nate Gnarly, we put a beat down on you, and now we get to take on those two punks, Kelly Craven and Jacob Torrance. You're gonna find out why it's all about the Benjamins, baby.
All right, we are back with more action here at Generation Next Pro Wrestling. And looks like we got some tag team action coming up.
Tommy Benjamin bringing out, showing you what money can do.
But they've got their hands full because against all odds, Jacob Torrance and Kellen Craven keep finding ways to win. It doesn't matter how you win, right?
Oh no, there's a matter.
They have beaten the Native Sons. They have beaten everybody that can be put in front of them. And they keep finding ways. But this is
Aaron, this place is still smoke covered, fog, whatever that happened. I'm still sort of speechless. I hate it for this match here, but I'm still sort of speechless about Zodiac appearing and just that quickly disappearing.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you said, it's kind of like some kind of ominous setting here.
It's eerie.
It really is. But most importantly, as we've said, Big Cuz gets his shot. He gets your buddy, Adam Swayze.
One-on-one with my good friend, Hollywood Adam Swayze.
And that's going to be on Patreon, dropping March the 1st. More details will follow, but we can confirm it will be Hollywood Adam Swayze versus Big Cuz at Resurgence.
May the 1st on Patreon. That's going to be a battle. It's going to be quite interesting to see how Hollywood Adam Swayze can fight the size that is Big Cuz.
And we saw Zodiac earlier, but that will not be the last time we see him tonight, because he's going to be in our main event, and it's going to be a fight, because he's going one-on-one with Brawler Morris,
who I still have not seen hit a single wrestling match. This guy comes to the ring and does exactly what his name is. He brawls and he fights, Aaron.
Yes. Yeah, and he's been engaged in this heated battle with Victor Vargas, but tonight he's got to worry about Zodiac.
And that's a worry, I'm telling you right now. I'm not the biggest fan of Zodiac, but I wouldn't want to stand across the ring from Zodiac.
Especially after what we saw tonight. Where did he come from?
I think I'm going to have nightmares tonight, Aaron, after seeing that.
I don't even know where he came from, and let alone where he went. He just vanished. But right now, the newcomers, Kellen Craven, Jacob Torrance, taking it to Kimba.
Kimba still has not seemed to get his legs under him from these last couple weeks. He's yet to pull out some victories and show what we knew the Native Sons were.
Which I think is maybe one of the reasons that they've apparently aligned themselves with Tommy Benjamin, is they want to get back to their winning ways. Rediscover that mean streak.
Or they just want to get paid.
Or they just, yeah, I mean, I can identify with just wanting to get paid, that's for sure. And just for the record, fans, DC still has not smiled.
You know that is so right. I tried to tell him a joke the other day, and he just looked at me.
He just deadpan.
Everybody else laughing in the locker room.
Yeah, and he just
DC just looks at me.
Just stared at you. But now, Aryan Washington got in the match, and you saw what happened. As soon as he got in the match, the pace changes. The mood changes. As we said before, he's here to hurt people.
Tommy Benjamin is loving this as they're putting the pain on him.
Oh! They got to get one of them out of the ring, though. I have a feeling Tommy Benjamin is very happy with his investment in Aryan Washington. We'll see.
I think so.
We'll see if his investment in the Native Sons pays off. But I can tell you for now, it does seem like his investment in Aryan Washington is paying off.
Throws him outside.
Now wait a minute. Oh, come on. Come on now. Ref, turn around. Hey, there's a mugging.
What do you mean?
There's a mugging going on behind you. Jacob Torrance wasn't even in the ring. I don't know what the ref was doing, but there was a mugging going on with
something happened that Kimba needed a discussion with the referee.
Yeah, I tell you what happened. Kellen Craven was getting double teamed by Tommy Benjamin and DC on the outside. Of course, you probably didn't see it.
I didn't see what you're talking about.
What are you going to blame? You going to blame the fog?
Well, I mean, look at it in here, Aaron. No, you know what? I'm going to blame it on Zodiac, because this is his fault.
Well, you go tell him.
I think I'll pass.
I'm sure we could go find him somewhere in like the bowels of the building. I don't even know where.
Did you? He just got shot across the chin with that wad of cash.
And of course, Tommy Benjamin getting involved again.
See, I saw that one. I saw that wad of cash.
He's not gonna, of course, he's not gonna get in the ring himself, but he's paying others to do his dirty work, and then he's gonna take advantage whenever he can. And I'm sure you approve of that.
I think this is some great tag team action.
If by tag team action you mean 4-on-2, then yes, it's a handicap match because you got Tommy Benjamin and DC on the outside causing havoc and giving their team the advantage at every possible moment.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Aaron, I think you are seeing things.
No, I just have vision. Are you sure I can let you use my glasses?
You're always out here every time Jacob and Craven are out here. You're always feeling so bad for them. They're just getting beat up right now, and that's okay.
Well, of course they're getting beat up. They've been taking a beating from 4 guys. 4-on-2 isn't exactly a fair match. You know?
There's only, look at it, clean tag. Look at that clean tag.
I'd like to see you get tagged sometime.
Anytime, Aaron. You make the phone call and I'll get somebody and we'll meet in that ring.
I'll pass on that. Oh, wait, there's a tag. There's a tag.
There was not a tag.
There was a tag.
He was trying to double team him.
But the ref didn't see it. And now there is a mugging going on.
Kimbo was over in that corner and was getting double teamed. Completely unacceptable. What are you talking about?
So it's unacceptable.
Oh my goodness.
For Craven and Torrance. And it's Craven unacceptable when you got Benjamin and DC on the outside and you've got Aryan Washington Kim on the inside.
They weren't doing anything. They were trying to help him get back in the ring.
By kicking him? How is that helping? I want to know in your world how kicking somebody helps get them back in the ring.
They were not kicking him. They were trying to help him up.
Well,
the referee was having an issue, and Kimbo was trying to help him.
Now he sees that tag. And here comes Jacob Torrance. And as soon as he gets in the ring, the pace quickens.
Pace has gotten to be fire in here.
Absolutely. And Kellen Craven is out on the outside. So right now Torrance is kind of on his own. Oh, he's speared right in the ring.
2. Oh. Kick out at 2. Nice standing moonsaults.
Oh!
Wow.
Aryan Washington came to break up the pin, but he hit Kimbo. Super kick. Uh-oh, Aryan, he's stumbling. That's the second one.
Is that the first time Aryan's been knocked to his knees?
I think so. Oh!
Oh, he got caught.
But he's not the legal man.
3.
Hey, just like that, Benjamin Enterprises.
What a way to end that match.
Aryan Washington and Kimba get the win, and the Native Sons, now part of Benjamin Enterprises, where it's all about the Benjamins, and we will be back on Generation Next Pro Wrestling. Wait a minute, I thought we were just going to get some sportsmanship, they're just going to leave the ring, but now they're jumping Torrance and Craven. Wait, hold up. What's he doing?
They're wanting to prove that Benjamin Enterprises means business.
He's got the briefcase. Wait a minute.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Do you see in the background?
That's Nasty Day Gnarly.
They're looking for him.
They're looking at the ramp, but he's behind them. behind him. It'll get down and do.
Oh, missile drop kick.
And of course, Tommy Benjamin heads for higher ground immediately. Oh, wait a minute, DC's charging in.
He's coming for some.
Oh!
Low bridge drops him out of the ring. Kimba want nothing to do with this.
And Nasty Nate Gnarly has come to get some revenge
On all of Benjamin Enterprises.
It's called for a microphone. What is...
That's how you play. That's how you make. Best thing about the party is, we ready. We got more people. I'm looking at this ring, and I'm looking at you guys. And I got one thing. 3 of you, 3 of us. Resurgence.
You got a dub.
And there you have it. It looks like the challenge has been extended and accepted at Resurgence. It's going to be Nasty Nate Gnarly, Jacob Torrance, and Kellen Craven against Benjamin Enterprises. And now we will be back with more Generation Next Pro Wrestling action.
You know something, Midas? All you had to do was shake my hand. I tried to treat you like a person, a gentleman, like I would treat any of the kids I've coached 19 years in this business. But you smacked me in the face. You showed up in the bathroom, you were talking a bunch of smack. I know for sure you can't back up. And then you tried to insert yourself in a tag match and cost me a W, but that didn't work either. So let's get down to business, kid. At Resurgence, I'm challenging you to a respect match. You're gonna show up there, and I'm gonna make sure you respect just exactly where is Lotus.
We are here in the Generation Next Pro Wrestling Control Booth coming to you to talk about Resurgence.
And that's right, and it's going to be on Patreon for the low cost of $5.99. You're going to get Resurgence plus other content to come in the future. But the focus now, May the 1st, we bring you Resurgence on Patreon. And what a card we have.
Yes, we do.
We've got Mickey Midas, the young upstart. He doesn't want to wait for his turn. He's going to go one-on-one with Christopher Michael Lotus, and it's a respect match.
I don't understand what this is all about, Aaron. Mickey Midas is not here to earn respect. He is here to win matches and go after the gold.
Well, someone's going to have to say, I respect you. We're going to find out who that is on May the 1st. Grudges will be settled. Women's tag team action. It's Paige teaming up with Big Mama as they take on the team of Charlie Cruel and Amy DeRossi.
I would not want to be across the ring from Paige and Big Mama. These two ladies are coming for a fight, and they're going to hurt somebody, Aaron.
And if there's a fight that you want, what a fight do we have for you? It's a monster's ball. Anything goes, anything can and will happen for the toughest. It's Rex, Victor Vargas, the hybrid monster Zodiac, and Brawler Morrison.
I do not want to be the referee that draws this match, Aaron. Mass chaos is going to happen. It's going to be a fight for sure.
They could go anywhere they want. It's hard telling what's going to happen in that match. Then, 6-man tag team action. Benjamin Enterprises, that's the team of the Native Sons, as well as Aryan Washington with their manager, Tommy Benjamin, as they take on the team of Nasty Nate Gnarly, Jacob Torrance, and Kellen Craven.
You know, I've said all along that I think Craven and Torrance have been quite lucky out here. It's going to be interesting to see if all the Benjamins can make them unlucky.
We'll see May the 1st at Resurgence. And last, but certainly not least, the main event for the Gen Next Cup. Your buddy, Hollywood Adam Swayze, has to defend that cup against Big Cuz.
I am a big fan of Hollywood Adam Swayze, and I'm scared that he has to stand across the ring from the 7-foot monster that is Big Cuz.
Has he bitten off more than he can chew? We'll find out. We will see you on Patreon May the 1st as Generation Next Pro Wrestling proudly brings to you Resurgence!
We're back to Generation Next Pro Wrestling, and it's time. It's main event time.
This is going to be a brawl. This is going to be a bar fight, Aaron. This is going to be straight up back alley fight.
And like we've said before, this is going to be a fight. This is not going to be a wrestling match.
Absolutely. These guys are just part of a whole big group of people that have been fighting each other. Victor Vargas has been part of it. These guys don't like each other, plain and simple, Aaron.
You know, we've seen Victor Vargas involved with these guys. We've seen your buddies, the box office blondes, kind of involved in all of this.
Big Cuz.
Big Cuz has returned to get involved in all of this. So there are a lot of scores to be settled at Generation Next Pro Wrestling, and a lot of them are going to be settled on May the 1st on Patreon with Resurgence. I cannot wait.
Aaron, you need to calm down a little bit up here in the booth, my friend. May 1st, Resurgence on Patreon. We know you're excited, Aaron.
And you may want to maybe give your buddy, Adam Swayze, a pep talk, because he's got to go, after what we saw earlier tonight, he's got to go one-on-one with Big Cuz.
I don't know that there's a pep talk that can prepare somebody for that, Aaron.
And we're going to find out. But right now, Brawler Morrison has not backed down from Zodiac.
Not one bit.
He's going right at it. And he has shown that he is tough. And he's just trading shots. How many guys do you know will just trade shots with Zodiac and not go down?
I would not want to trade shots in the ring with him, I'll tell you that.
What a shot.
Chop. Right back to it.
Firing them back at each other. It's almost like they both enjoy it. Like they're loving this fight.
I've never seen two guys finish up a night glad that they got beat up just as much as they beat somebody up, Aaron.
Exactly. These guys will dish it out and take it, and maybe even be just as happy doing either one.
Absolutely. You go back to the locker rooms, to these guys' respective locker rooms, and they'll be sitting in ice baths, and mending their wounds with a smile on their face.
And we've seen Brawler in the locker room just smiling after a fight.
And you know he hurts a little bit. Right. At least you think he does.
Right. And I've never gotten close enough to Zodiac to really judge his facial expressions, but I don't think he shies away from pain either.
Aaron, I'm going to tell you something here. Zodiac scares me.
That's probably a good idea on your part. I mean,
plain and simple.
He's a little out there.
Zodiac scares me, Aaron.
I don't blame you. I'm not exactly willing to investigate too much into Zodiac.
Absolutely. Guys, if you like what you're seeing tonight, make sure you go out there, you get on Twitter, like us at Gen Next Pro, follow us on Facebook at Generation Next Pro Wrestling. That's where you can get the videos of all of our matches. All of our updates will be posted there. Make sure you go out there, you like it, you share it. Let everybody know that the next generation of pro wrestling is Generation Next.
And we appreciate all the support that everybody has given us We hope you all decide to join us on Patreon on May the 1st for Resurgence. Make sure you tell your friends, let them know what they are missing with Generation X Pro Wrestling. But right now, we've just got two tough men just beating the tar out of each other.
In the words of the great JR, stomping a mud hole and walking it dry.
And this is definitely like we knew it would be. We knew this would be a fight.
Absolutely.
And this has lived up to everything we thought it would be. I don't know how many wrestling moves they've hit in this match, but it's not a lot.
But they've hit each other. That's for darn sure.
They have hit each other very, very hard.
And often.
Absolutely. There are men who would have cried after one shot in a match, and these guys are coming back for more.
Folks, if you get a chance to catch Generation Next Pro Wrestling live, do yourself a favor and be there. You don't want to be the one that misses out.
And everyone who got to join us for Ignition, they got to see a heck of a show, a heck of a night, and there's more of that to come. So stay tuned to our Facebook page. Stay tuned to our Twitter. We'll update you with any upcoming live events that we have, as well as updates on the upcoming iPay-per-view Resurgence, all your news. Follow all your great Generation Next Pro superstars, and keep in touch with Generation Next Pro Wrestling. And Brawler has been trying to kind of wear down the Zodiac.
He thought he had him there for a minute.
Yes, he did. And now they're exchanging shots. And I'm not gonna lie, I love seeing these guys just fire away at each other.
Battle.
And now Zodiac. I mean, I love a good wrestling match just as much as anybody, but I also love a fight. And this is a heck of a fight.
And again, we said it more than once. That's all this is. These two guys are just trying to beat the tar out of one another.
Absolutely. Oh, he's got him up. Oh, he's going down. One,
two.
No.
Kicks out at two.
And we haven't really seen Brawler Morrison take it off his feet like that and just lift it up.
Absolutely not. This is going to come down to who runs out of gas first, Aaron.
Absolutely.
These are just two tanks going at it. Who's going to run out of gas first?
Because you know neither one of them's going to give up.
Never.
They're not going to. Oh! That could be it.
1, 2. The kick out. 2 3/4.
Zodiac has pinned a lot of people with that move, and it wasn't enough to keep going. Wait a minute! What's Rex doing?
Yes, my man! Oh!
Wait, Rex is coming out! Jumping on Zodiac!
You know what? Turn around is fair play on Zodiac.
Wait a minute! Here comes Victor Vargas! And we got a fight on here! This is chaos! It is chaos in Generation Next Pro Wrestling!
The smartest thing Scotty can do is stay out of that ring. These guys are just wanting to hurt somebody.
Thank you for joining us. We will see you next time on Generation Next Pro Wrestling. We've got chaos